Hello! Wink wink. It is I, wink wink, Gordoth Enodious. And in this episode, we are going to be getting about 2 levels up. There he is, Franklin Martin came to pick us up. In this episode, I'm gonna be completing a million quests. A million billion quests. And I'm going to be reaping rewards. Hello, Gordoth. Have you discovered the fates of Rolf and Malachi? I have. You have confirmed my fears, Gordoth. The Morlocks are a threat we cannot ignore. For your shrewdness and valor, I have a marker here that is good for 1 piece of armor. I want you to take it to Sarah Timberlane at the Eastvale logging camp. Give her your marker and she will fashion the armor for you. And after you receive it, Gordoth, use it in the defense of Elven. Oh wait, no, that's too many items. I also got the Storm and Armor marker. This armor marker is good for 1 piece of leather or cloth armor, redeemable at the Timberlane household within the Eastvale logging camp. Don't tell anybody that I'm driving through. Okay, you can leave me here, Franklin. You shouldn't be coming and helping me out. I haven't done much to deserve it. So yeah, I may have helped a little, but you're only 3 copper richer. 3 bits of copper. 3 bits of copper. Oh, there you are, Franklin. You picked me up again. The road is quite uneven. Keep going, keep going. I need to get to a store. You can leave me here. Bye, Franklin. I'm gonna go visit the bowyer. His Rallic Finn. Yes. I supply only the finest goods. I can't use that. Can't use that. I have no use for those. Laminated longbow. General and trade supplies. You do not sell bags. Oh, you do sell bags. I just didn't notice them. Okay. Alright. Hello, Eric. Alright. I have provided here James Clark's head. I'm turning in a bounty. And justice is served. Did you find a collector? Did you discover whom he's working for? You found him? Well done, Gordoth. He won't be collecting from Elven mines again. And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring for the old stonemason guild in Stormwind. I haven't seen one of these in years, since back in the days when the Defiers Brotherhood used to infest this land. Here you go. There we go, level 14. And I got McCree's paring gloves. The deadline isn't getting any further away, Rogue. Please, hurry and collect those bundles of wood. Excellent. Thanks to you, I should be able to complete the order in time. To show my gratitude, I would like to offer some corn as compensation for your troubles. Thank you, and farewell. Dun dun. I'm hoping I can get something to purple. Hello, good sir. Have a seat, and a meal if you're hungry. Don't fret if I look busy with my needlework. I'm listening to you. I have been commissioned by the Stormwind Army to supply their people with cloth and leather armor, yes. If you have a marker for me, then I'd be happy to make you something. Here we go, I have a marker.
Light bless you. Greetings.
Thank you for the marker. Please feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave rogue, and may this armor serve you well. Oh, it happened again. I'm running low on linen, Gordoth. Do you have any for me? These are nice scraps, if a little rough. Here you are. Yes, I will actually get 2 levels. Oh, wait. Franklin? There we go. Tell you what, you feeling brave, Franklin? Okay. Okay, you're pretty wild. Marshal Haggard. Let me over here. And spooky music in the house. As anticipated. Oh, I knew it. I knew I was going to find something. Lethargy of the Orcs. Months passed, and more Orc prisoners were rounded up and placed within the internment camps. As the camps began to overflow, the Alliance was forced to construct new camps in the plains south of the Alderac Mountains. To properly maintain and supply the growing number of camps, King Tyrannus levied a new tax on the Alliance nations. This task, along with increased political tensions over border disputes, created widespread unrest. It seemed that the fragile pact that had forged the human nations together in their darkest hour would break at any given moment. Amidst the political turmoil, many of the camp wardens began to notice an unsettling change come over their Orc captives. The Orcs' efforts to escape from the camps or even fight amongst themselves had greatly decreased in frequency over time. The Orcs were becoming increasingly aloof and lethargic. Though it was difficult to believe, the Orcs, once held as the most aggressive race ever seen on Azeroth, had completely lost their will to fight. The strange lethargy confounded the Alliance leaders and continued to take its toll on the rapidly weakening Orcs. Some speculated that some strange disease, contractable only by Orcs, brought about the baffling lethargy. But Archmage Antonidas of Dalaran posed a different hypothesis. Researching what little he could find of Orcish history, Antonidas learned that the Orcs had been under the crippling influence of demonic power for generations. He speculated that the Orcs had been corrupted by these powers even before the first invasion of Azeroth. Clearly, demons had spiked the Orcs' blood, and in turn the brutes had been granted unnatural hidden strength, endurance, and aggression. Antonidas theorized that the Orcs' communal lethargy was not actually a disease, but a consequence of a racial withdrawal from the volatile warlock magics that had made them fearsome, bloodlusted warriors. Though the symptoms were clear, Antonidas was unable to find a cure for the Orcs' present condition. Then, too, many of his fellow mages, as well as a few notable Alliance leaders, argued that finding a cure for the Orcs would be an imprudent venture. Left to ponder the Orcs' mysterious condition, Antonidas' conclusion was that the Orcs' cure would have to be a spiritual one. And a spiritual one it was, when Thrall... There's a chest. Look at the chest. It's just asking to be clicked and opened. But alas, it will not be. Alright, Marshal Haggard. I will see you some other time, perhaps. Now I feel as if I need to look at every house very carefully, for the sake of not missing anything. There might be something in them. Who knows? Something rich in lore. James's journal, but there's nothing else. Okay. Nothing else. There's a few books over there, but there is nothing else. Alright, Franklin, pick me up. There we are, picking me up. Thank you, Franklin. You're a national treasure. Maybe I could take a look in the tower. Are you feeling brave, Franklin? Oh, yes, you are. You brave, brave soul. Ridgepoint Tower, let's see. Yes, this is actually a watchtower, unlike the Tower of Azorda. Yep. Quite certainly. Ah, pain. I might as well go and check up on some things. Collect a few bits. Copper. Oh, malachite. Nice. Alright, neither of those are decent. Maybe I could put on a red linen shirt. It would give my it would give me a distinct appearance, but I don't think I'm interested in that appearance, am I? I'm not, I'm afraid. Ah well. The next stop is the Tower of Azora. In the meantime, Martin! Franklin Martin.
Well met. Might be with you. Need help? Greetings. Get something? I'm kind of busy. Quit it. What's your problem? Knock it off. You're getting on my nerves. Things on, friend.
Alright, this is new. The more you click on somebody, the more agitated they become, apparently. Hello, Garth Thomas.
Well met.
Thanks a lot for the help, Gordoth. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there. How goes the hunting, Gordoth? You have the Finns? Great! Marshal Duggan is anxious about the Murloc situation in eastern Elwyn, and I'd like to tell him that it's becoming under control. Your actions have helped realize that. Solid wood and glue. I'll go with the long bayonet. Farewell, God Thomas. I'm off to the Tower of Azora. I guess I'll put those on. This one, it's not at all better than mine. It does give 4 agility, but one more level and my items will give for agility, I think. You brave? Ooh, you're very brave. Servant of Azora. Okay. Franklin, drop me off. Ah, yes, it's the domain of a mage, definitely, or a person of learning. There are books, many books, not many of which are interesting. Oh, a clothier.
Something specific?
Looking for something specific? Ah, I like the cloth that that knitted clothing.
Have a good one.
Okay, there might be something on the next floor. Something to read. Kitter Firewind.
Well,
Enchanting Trainer. Allows the enchanter to enchant basic items. Very well.
farewell.
This place is filled with servants of Azora. Oh, Eye of Azora.
What can I do for you?
Theocritus. Oh, there's a book. Rise of the Blood Elves. Okay. Dawn Bright Star. Oh, interesting.
Safe travels.
Let me read through this book here. Rise of the Blood Elves. At this time, the undead scourge had essentially transformed Lordaeron and Kel'Thalas into the toxic plague lands. There were only a few pockets of Alliance resistance forces left. One such group, consisting primarily of High Elves, was led by the last of the Sun-Strided dynasty, Prince Kel'Thas. Kel, an accomplished wizard himself, grew wary of the failing Alliance. The High Elves grieved for the loss of their homeland and decided to call themselves Blood Elves in honor of their fallen people. Yet, as they worked to keep the scourge at bay, they suffered greatly at being cut off from the Sunwell that had empowered them. Desperate to find a cure for his people's racial addiction to magic, Kel did the unthinkable. He embraced his people's highborn ancestry and joined with Illidan and his Naga in hopes of finding a new magical power source upon which to feed. The remaining Alliance commanders condemned the Blood Elves as traitors and cast them out for good. With no place left to go, Kel and his Blood Elves followed Lady Vash to Outland to help contest the Warden, Maiev, who had recaptured Illidan. With the combined Naga and Blood Elf forces, they managed to defeat Maiev and free Illidan from her grasp. Based in Outland, Illidan gathered his forces for a second strike against the Lich King and his fortress in Icecrown. Okay. Let's, Oh. Red Ridge Mountains. Yes, it is Red Ridge Mountains. This is Mage Tower. This is a dragon's skeleton. Huh. I don't understand, but so be it. Thank you for showing this to me, Azora. Or could it be that you are this dragon, Azora? I don't know. I will find out eventually. Alright, so now that this has been done, we're off to Goldshire. On the road again. But this time I'm gonna get some silver leaf. I'm on foot because I want products. I want resources. Many wolves. Oh well. That was a waste of energy and combo points. Okay. Oh no. No. Okay, I think I'll go back to the road. The beast has been sapped. Oh, pair of boots. I don't like the look of them though. Okay, good. It has been beaten, the wolf. I'm calling in Franklin. Keep driving. Little fawn. I suspected you'd be worthless. What a shame. Franklin, pick me up. Splendid. We're gonna go take a gander at this fawn. Oh, it's even less valuable. What horror. New appearances. There is a small frog. That there is a rabbit. That there is something I could make use of. Oh, it's a thread. Franklin, come pick me up, please. Thank you. That rabbit over there, I'll let him rabbit. I do not bother those who are no longer necessary for me. For my purposes, at least. Oh, fawn. Franklin, you can let me go. You're about as worthless as human feces. Oh, that's a house over there. Oh, talents. Shadow Strike and Backstab have a 15% chance to hit the target twice each time they deal damage. Your Shadow Strike and Cheap Shot reveal a flaw in your target's defenses, causing all your attacks to bypass 40% of an enemy's armor for 14 seconds. Punctures the target with your Shadow-infused blade, bypassing armor. Alright. I think I'll go with Weapon Master. Hello.
See you later.
The ladies of the house. They deal with leatherworking and skinning. They help each other, I guess. It would have been nice if there was a little book over here. There's no such thing though. Can't read anything if there's nothing to read. Oh well. It's children. So many children. Ah, it's a squirrel. Oh. Oh. Ah, there it is. Be blue. You were that close to being good, but alas, you decided to be evil. Oh, a cat. Could it be blue? No. Well, green. What are the words? Absolutely worthless. Cut purse. Well, we'll see which individual is better at obtaining goods. Ooh, thank you for the potion. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time, pal. But you are the one who's dead. Yep, that's what you get, criminals. Oh. Well now, thank you for the silver leaf. Okay, good. Splendid. Oh, this is the little path leading up. Let's see. This is really nice. There's a little path and a little house in which lives Mallory the alchemist with herbalist Pomeroy.
How are you? See you around.
And they have a nice little image of a rocky space. No, why did I call you? Wah. Let's not do that again. Let's go back into that little house over there that I did not go into at all. Yet I intended to. Okay, so we have a cat. Okay, I'm interested in the cat.
I'm out of range.
Ooh, that was a loud scream. Please, lady, don't scream that loud. A worthless grey cat. Oh. I love cats. I really do. Cornish Rex cat, silver tabby cat, Bombay cat, and an orange tabby cat. Donny and Thania,
Step on up.
crazy cat lady. I have as many as I need of those, I guess. Afraid not. Handkerchief. Do those share a cooldown? In any case, this restores more than this. Maybe they do not share cooldowns.
Safe travels.
Yeah, either way, this lady doesn't seem to have a lot of books for reading. That is a shame indeed, but oh well, whatever. Ah, cat. Blue. Oh. It's so disappointing when they're one off on the rarity scale, being blue. Do-do-do-do. But it is not what I wanted. As a result, it will be nothing. Trail Valley. Well, there's northern, where the northerners live. Oh, look at that. James Thorne. Morale 6 out of 6. Oh, armor 3, heavy. Action points 1. Health well. Status rested. Goose card. Oh well, I have entered wounded trainees. They're just wounded. Okay, keep that in mind. Well, this is a warrior trainer. Monk trainer. Brother Samuel, who's the paladin trainer. And these trainers, they just simply are trainers. They're here for no good reason. Literally, no good reason. Just so we can remember vanilla and cry. As our memories are left like memories. Ah, the library wing. I expect there to be at least a book that I can read here. At least one? No? Not a single book that I could read. Mage trainer. Kelden Bremen. Well met, rogue. My advice to you is this. As you travel the world, be wary of magic, for it will burn the untrained. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, he's nice. He's not like one of the other trainers, say maybe the priest trainer. Do not turn your back on the light, rogue. It may be the one thing that saves you someday. Ah, she's also nice. Ah, look at that, it's a book. Civil War in the Plaguelands. Ner'zhul, the Lich King, knew that his time was short. Imprisoned within the frozen throne, he suspected that Kil'jaeden would send his agents to destroy him. The damage caused by Illidan's spell had ruptured the frozen throne. Thus the Lich King was losing his power daily. Desperate to save himself, he called his greatest mortal servant to his side, the Death Knight, Prince Arthas. Though his powers were drained by the Lich King's weakness, Arthas had been involved in a civil war in Lordaeron. Half of the standing undead forces, led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, staged a coup for control over the undead empire. Arthas, called by the Lich King, was forced to leave the scourge in the hands of his lieutenant, Kel'Thuzad, as the war escalated throughout the Plaguelands. Ultimately, Sylvanas and her rebel undead, known as the Forsaken, claimed the ruined capital city of Lordaeron as their own, constructing their own bastion beneath the wrecked city. The Forsaken vowed to defeat the Scourge and drive Kel'Thuzad and his minions from the land. Weakened, but determined to save his master, Arthas reached Northrend only to find Illidan's Naga and Blood Elves were waiting for him. He and his Nerubian allies raced against Illidan's forces to reach the ice-crowned glacier and defend the frozen throne. Okay. Warlock trainers are assholes. Yes. I was trying to figure out why are these guys so nice and actually giving me advice, and then I remembered that Warlock trainers were the assholes. Brother Nails, he's just here. Brother Nails, dealing with, I guess, the bell, but the bell is not even here. Oh well. Ah, Treesix has come online. Treesix keep coming and going.
Might be with you.
Hey, citizen.
Careful.
Okay, I'm off. Back to Goldshire. I could have used my Hearthstone some other time. La, 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 la. Oh, what are you? You're a squirrel! Squirrel! Let's check over here. There's cats. Good. I need blue cats. It's green. It's green. I don't want green cats. There's a fawn. Okay. Can I get the fawn? Oh! Lord Underfoot. It's a dead person here. There's 2 cows and enough feeders for 6 cows. For 6 cats. Oh, I got a double strike on that one. Okay, fawn, be blue. What shame! What shame! I run away in fear. Disappointed. I am disappointed. That there, I'll have to check. Oh, there's a bunch of houses over there, yeah. I'll have to check them out. Supplies, I assume. And then there's that. Abaddon. Oh. Red Ridge Mountains. There look like they're books here.
How are you?
Do you have that crystal kelp? I'm sure Mabel is anxious to see her view. You got them. Good show, Gordoth. Now, just one moment while I concoct a potion.
Safe travel.
This shouldn't take long. Oh, lots of kegs. The invisibility liquor is ready for you, Gordoth.
What can I do?
Take this invisibility liquor to young Mabel. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe.
See you later.
This is just a temporary solution. It's not a permanent solution. You fool. Our Hearthstone game board. I'll visit upstairs. Makes unsightly noises. Mage trainer. Well met, rogue. Ah, same advice as before. He's nice.
Light be with
Do not turn your back. Yep, same advice as before. She's nice.
you. To you.
You are not nice because you do not want to teach me. Oof. Ah, another book. I want to check something. Oh. I will be gone for a bit, and that is a fact, a shameful fact indeed, but it is a fact nonetheless. As such, I'll have to take a seat over here, and I'll have to say goodbye.